Hey y'all, this is Jeremiah, pastor at Centennial ARP. So thankful you're tuning in for this first video devotional. It's a part of Centennial ARP's larger plan moving forward during this COVID-19 crisis of providing a Monday through Friday daily devotional. Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be written either by me or some of the other leaders of the church, as well as a Tuesday, Thursday video devotion. Our hope is that this will help us to, in a daily manner, take our eyes off of the news for a moment. Take our eyes off of our social media platforms where we're scrolling through this vast amount of information. To take our eyes off of ourselves for a moment and to look unto God, the God who is working, the God who is in control, the God who is saving, even now. Even during the COVID-19 season that we find ourselves in, our God is in control and our God is working for us. I hope that this devotional series will remind us of these things and keep us grounded on the solid rock of Jesus Christ. If you'd like to sign up to be notified when these come out in a daily manner, feel free to go to our website, centennialarp.org. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see, you just type in your email there, and you'll be able to receive email notifications each day as a reminder to see these short and yet I hope meaningful devotions that we can share in together. Today, for our first devotion, I thought it might be fitting to read Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. I hope you'll see why in just a moment. Therefore, we must pay much closer attention to what we have heard, lest we drift away from it. I'd hope that you might emphasize that last part in your prayers, lest we drift away from it. There is a moment that could happen during this COVID-19 season where we might begin to drift from that which we say we believe. Our Bible studies have been canceled. Our physical Sunday morning worship has been canceled. Our service to the church, which comes in a myriad of different forms, all of them have been canceled. And it seems like it happened in a heartbeat. All of a sudden, all of these things are gone. And what are we left with? What do we do and how will we do it? There's a moment where we might start to drift. Let me explain. A pastor that I previously worked with at a church plant, his name was Brandon Barrett, he used this illustration when he was preaching on Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. He said that a large ship going across the ocean is not going to make a hard turn and begin going the wrong way. Rather, they might be a couple compass points off, a few degrees. And if you were if you're departing from Europe and heading towards North America, say, the north part of it, if you're a few degrees off and you're going miles and miles across the ocean, all of a sudden you could find yourself in South America. And you can wonder, why does this place look so different? Where am I? What have I done? The same thing can happen to us in our Christian lives. We can drift when all of these things have been swept away and we're wondering, what do we do if we don't find ourselves spiritually planted with the compass of the Word, if we're not placing ourselves where we need to be and where God has called us? We can wake up from the COVID-19 crisis and find ourselves in a place we never expected. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, we must pay much closer attention to what we have heard, lest we drift away from it. What have we heard? We hear that God is good, that God is in control, that God sent his Son, Jesus Christ, to live a perfect life and to die a sacrificial death, a death that could not hold him, a death that God conquered, that Jesus raised from the grave, and that he came back to his disciples with a message. Look, all of the scriptures are about me and are about this plan of salvation and are about the worship of your God, even in crisis, even in suffering, even in trial. All of those things will come on this earth before I return again. Even so, know and remember the plan and what it is that your God is doing for you. Pay close attention, lest you drift. A wise word for us as we begin this COVID-19 season.